Many women, 30s, 40s, trying to find a husband, college educated, working, money, house, car, beautiful, everything, right? But they can't find a husband. And many of them were saying and have been saying, when we were growing up, our mothers and our fathers were like, concentrate on your studies, get a career, get independent, make sure you don't have to rely on anyone, us or a man. And they that was the path they set them on, you see. So for them now to get to the end of that road and realize, oh, there's not a husband waiting for me at the end of that, but I still wanted that. They're looking back on their parents and saying, like, how come no one said anything to us? How come they literally said marriage can wait?
It's no longer worthwhile to be in relationships with women these days. Many women have become unbearable with their trivial dramas. Most modern women are seen as entitled, argumentative, and manipulative. No man wants to deal with that kind of behavior every day. In response, women often accuse men of being insecure, which is quite amusing. Many men have become disinterested, and women have noticed the decline. TikTok is full of videos where women complain about their negative dating or relationship experiences. What these women fail to acknowledge is that they chose the men they are complaining about. These women chase after attractive, charming men only to be used and discarded. They engage in casual relationships and then wonder why men don't want to commit to them. Men seek peace, while women seem to thrive on conflict. It's no wonder some men prefer the company of cats. As they approach their late 20s, these women often settle for the boring, unsexy nice guys who offer financial stability. If the man is wealthy, they may exploit him for his money. If he's not, they might even make him raise another man's child. In the best-case scenario, they eventually find contentment with him, but the marriage feels more like a friendship, and sex becomes infrequent. They might say, everyone has a past. I've dated different guys. Some treated me well, others didn't. But I believe that every experience teaches you something. When you're young, you're focused on having fun, but as you mature, you realize that connection and values are more important. The gist of it is, I've had my share of adventurous experiences, including multiple partners and public encounters. However, I've realized that many of those men were only interested in my body or had nothing in common with me. In our still somewhat patriarchal society, older men often see women in narrow Madonna or whore roles. I don't want to be judged for my past, which could hinder me from finding a suitable husband. So I've learned to hide my past and present myself as more modest to be seen as a serious candidate for marriage. When a woman claims, there are no eligible men to marry, it's akin to a wealthy person refusing plain water out of thirst. In the United States, due to influences like popular culture, identity politics, feminism, and the Me Too movement, men are confused about how to interact with women. This confusion is largely self-inflicted by women. A man who respects and protects women, taking initiative, is becoming increasingly rare because some women criticize him for behaving this way. As a man navigating this landscape, the obstacles seem insurmountable. A woman's lawsuit history? Pass. Mixed signals? Pass. One-night stand vibes? Pass. Manipulative materialism? Pass. Feeling like a job interview for a long-term commitment? Pass. It's absurd to pursue relationships with these modern women. To be frank, many men are fed up with the current dating scene, which seems tailored only for the chads of the world. Those with a 666 profile, a six-figure income, standing 6 feet tall, and sporting six-pack abs. This narrow definition of a desirable man is unfair to the majority of men. Men can be severely disadvantaged in relationships, facing financial ruin and uncertain futures. For instance, my cousin married a woman from overseas, brought her to his country, and she eventually left him for someone else after obtaining citizenship, leaving him with half his possessions. Another close friend of mine discovered his wife's infidelity within just 5 months of marriage. Women often seem to have backup plans and numerous options, willing to walk away from a relationship over a single disagreement, potentially ruining a man's life and future. For those seeking substantial life achievements, avoiding committed relationships might be the best course. It seems that women prefer adventurous and less stable partners when they're young, only to seek out more stable and hardworking men later in life. Avoiding this trap is crucial. Many men have lost faith in women, especially as they observe women engaging in behaviors like accumulating numerous sexual partners, getting tattoos and piercings, and adopting attitudes that are off-putting. Spending time with modern women often reveals them to be loud, mean, sarcastic, and boring. There's a pervasive culture of hypersexualization, exemplified by TikTok videos, revealing clothing, though they claim it's not for attention, and an obsession with social media likes through provocative posts.
I made so many mistakes, like how these girls are talking like, oh, I'm independent, I'll do what I want. That was me. That was literally me. And now I look back, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
Would you say feminism is a lie?
It's the biggest lie to destroy women and families. It's the establishment wanting to get our tax dollars so then they can benefit and destroy our families.
Before you feel sorry for her, let me just tell you. She ignored several warnings when she was still in her prime, that the time will come where her market value will go down. She ignored everything and became confronted with reality. Now she has no choice but accept that she either only gets a below-average dude or will die alone surrounded by cats.
Adding to these concerns is the perceived bias in the legal system, which often favors women regardless of their behavior, sometimes even incentivizing negative behavior within marriages. With such trends, one might question why any man would want to risk his livelihood with a modern woman. One particularly troubling trend is the increasing efforts by governments to extract more resources from men and redistribute them to women outside of marriage. In many Western countries, simply being in a relationship, without being married, living together, or having children, for more than 2 years can lead the state to consider the couple married and grant the woman all the rights of a divorced woman. This reality seems surreal. Not only are modern women often perceived as lacking in character, but some men view them as more dangerous than rattlesnakes. These factors contribute to a growing sentiment among men that they are better off avoiding serious relationships with modern women. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.